It is finally time to make the video on Horror Skunks.
Hell yeah, let's go!
Horror Skunks is this channel that makes a lot of these short movies and films and songs featuring these characters from popular media. And I know you go onto the channel page, it looks like this, but I promise you this channel is amazing. And I'm going to prove that to you by talking about this channel and everything about it for way too long. Before I actually start the video though, I should probably mention how this video is heavily inspired by Chasington's video, so you should probably watch that because it's probably way higher quality and way better edited than whatever this video is going to be. But the reason I'm even making this is because this video is going to be a more up-to-date version and just because I really want to express my opinions on these videos. But out of the way, we must answer the first question. What is a horror skunks? Where does it all start?
Siren is chasing me in the dark.
The early years of Horror Skunks is just a lot of Siren and Cartoon Cat, Long Horse, whatever that is. Like, I've never heard of this. What is this? Look, I'm not going to talk about all these videos because look at how many they are. They're all the same thing. Oh, I'm recording. Oh no, Siren had saw me. There's so many of these videos. You can go watch them all if you want, but they're all like the exact same video. Going back to Chasington's video, Horror Skunks, who I will now refer to as Winston, who is the man behind the channel, left a comment on that video after watching. I'm not going to read the whole comment right now, but there is a part that says that Horror Skunks originally started out as a channel that was just made for a cash grab, but after a while Winston quickly realized that this is not what was making him happy, and then he started uploading some videos that actually made him happy. My guess is this happened around the time that his first song released, Runaway, for Siren Head. However, before we talk about that, I'd like to mention how the third video on the channel is talking about how he makes these videos with like motion capture stuff, and he describes his channel already having 300,000 subscribers when he recorded it, and since there's only 2 videos before that, the most obvious answer is that it's all on YouTube Shorts. Oh my god, there's even more! How is this guy not going insane at this point? Oh my god! Okay, now we're gonna talk about not just the first song, but the first 4 songs, because they're all like the exact same, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like these songs don't have much effort or love put into them, especially since these are usually considered to be like the worst out of all of his songs. His 48 songs as of writing this. And also, because they all just reuse footage, I don't even have to watch these videos to see that. I can just look at the thumbnails and recognize them from the actual video. But of course, with these being the first 4 songs in the channel, and with the era that Horror Skunks was in, of course it's all about Siren Head and Cartoon Cat and Long Horse and Cartoon Man. But after this, Horror Skunks started locking in, creating the 5th song, Bad Karma. And the reason why I'm talking about this one so highly is that it introduced its own acting and animation for these songs, and I'm so glad that it did because it led to wonders like this being brought onto my computer screen and me questioning how this was even real. And Bad Karma also has 56 million views. Okay, next up is Bendyland, which is a quite different turn because everything before this was like a creepypasta or something, but Bendy is taken straight from a game. I guess it makes sense because it's black and white, and during this era of Skunks, he only used black and white characters. That's all I really have to say for this video, and I'm gonna skip over the next 2 songs because it's just Long Horse, Cartoon Dog. It's just the same thing. I don't want to repeat myself. What I really wanted to talk about was the cartoon band song called Lovely Tears, because not only was there 2 other songs, but it also started a trend of Horror Skunk songs where it would just have characters from media just as a band for some reason. I don't know why they did this. Why they did this so many times. Like, you're seeing on screen how many there are. There's a lot. Also, might I mention, I genuinely had no idea what this third cartoon animal was. I could tell this was a mouse despite not watching any other videos, but I could not tell what this was until a few days ago where I saw this video and I finally realized it's supposed to be a rat. Am I just stupid, or is it just really hard to tell that's a rat? I was gonna skip over shadows, but I'm only talking about this one because it has a different aspect ratio to literally every single other video on this channel, I think. I said I think because I haven't watched all these millions of Siren Head, Cartoon Cat versus House Head, whatever the fuck. That's all I talked about this video for. Between this one and the next song that I'm about to talk about, there's a certain other character that will be used that I'll talk about more in the next section. This section for now, I'm gonna be finishing off with the cartoon band 2. Say goodbye. It's real kind of just the same as the first one, except they're in a museum now. And I don't know what all the obsession is with the cat, or why Winston turns gray at the end. I don't know. This video is hard to follow along. But with that, we're done with this section, and we will now be heading on to.
I will turn around and just go, go, go. I was cute. Do you need a hug?
Puppy Playtime would release sometime in 2021. I forgot the date and I'm not looking it up just for the sake of this video. Winston made a bunch of videos, not including just Huggy Wuggy, but also the characters from Chapter 2. These videos are kind of different from the originals, I guess, because now, instead of cartoon rat and cartoon mouse fighting, it's Bendy and Huggy Wuggy. Whoa. For some reason, Winston also started making these videos about pro player versus puppy playtime character, and I don't know why he did these. I watched like one of these videos, I don't remember it at all, but that is a thing he did. No, I'm not stalling, so I don't have to talk about the song, even though I think it's decent. I'd have no reason to stall. And it's been playing in the background. You can rate it yourself. I'm going on to the next one. Oh yeah, during this time period is when Winston started using more colorful characters over just the cartoon rabbit, skunks, and monkey. They started using Curse Thomas, Peppa Pig, DJ Music Man, Son, Friday Night Funkin' Boyfriend. And they're all like, I don't know, I haven't really watched any of these videos. I just wanted to mention that this is when Horror Skunk started shifting and slowly going into new things. Anyways, enough stalling. It's time to talk about the Poppy Playtime Band 2 Puppet Hour Time official song where it's just Winston try an abandoned building while Fuggy Wuggy Poppy, Yummy Long Legs, and Bunjo Bunny are like playing with him or something. I don't know, this video is strange, and I know I've said that about every single video on this channel so far, but it's even more strange for this one in specific. And now we're on to the cartoon band 3, Get Ready. And now we must wave goodbye to the cartoon characters as they've been phased out. No one is talking about them or watching these videos anymore, so this was the send-off, and I'm not gonna lie, this is a really, really, really good song. I love this one so much. And this was the last time that they were used. Foreshadowing. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about Poppy Playtime. So I'm gonna head over to the next section. And if you've ever watched Creekcraft, then you probably know what section it is.
The rainbow friends with the rainbow eyes.
What happened to Rainbow Friends?
Remember when Rainbow Friends was popular for like 2 weeks, and then it died for 9 months, and then it was popular for another 2 weeks, and then it's dead forever? It still hasn't gotten an update after that? I remember that, and Horror Skunks made a Rainbow Friends video, and this is how I found their channel. This was the first video I ever watched of theirs, because I watched a Creekcraft reaction. And I gotta say, this video is so absurdly weird, and I'll show you why in a second. I just want you to watch this clip for me real quick. Watch this clip and please answer why.
What are you up to?
It all began when me and my friends started to discover the beauty of our earth and land. We stood next to each other, hand in hand, when we saw a rainbow rising, which made us the Rainbow Friends.
I feel like I'm going fucking insane, dude. You're telling me that's the voice for Orange? This thing? That? What is this art style? It's never used ever again. It's only used for this video. I'm so confused. This genuinely baffled me the first time I watched this, because this is the only Horror Skunks video that's like this, and it's for Rainbow Friends of all things. And now we're at the Rainbow Friends song, and this is basically the same thing as the other ones. But the reason I'm not skipping over this one is that there's one part that I kind of like, which is right here.
If they love me, then you and your friends.
I kind of like that part. I don't know why. Okay, let's see what the next video we have was. Oh my god, yeah! Doors would release on August 10th, 2022, and I like to say that Doors was probably the most popular thing of August of that year. You had YouTubers from all over the platform playing this game, ones that weren't even related to Roblox at all. Which just goes to show not only how good Doors is, but also just how unique it was at the time. Yes, I know Rooms was the out first, but Doors took the things of Rooms to a whole nother level. I don't know why I'm explaining this and not talking about the actual video. And I'm gonna start restraining myself from saying this video is weird, because literally every single Horror Skunks video is like that. So instead I'm gonna talk about how this is like the best video on the channel, because it's Doors. Not biased, by the way. Seek isn't shown in this one. I don't have much else to say about this video, I just like it because it's Doors. Okay, now we're talking about Purple Rainbow Friends. I feel like all these videos I don't have anything to say except that for some reason for this they use this like fake render of Purple. Like guys, Purple's just eyes and hands. This is not what he looks like, but it's become so widely known that this is basically what he should look like. And by widely known, I mean by like not that many people, because who gaff about the Rainbow Friends? Circus celebrity, oh 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 oh, that's all he wants to be. Okay guys, look, it's the last Rainbow Friends video that I'll have to talk about for now, at least. This one's about Red, you know, the guy that kind of looked like Piggy in the darkness. It's about him turning people into the Rainbow Friends, so I guess this predates the... Wait, didn't the origin video say they just turned into the Rainbow Friends? This lore doesn't line up. I mean, I knew the lore didn't line up when in the Siren Head videos he dies on like every single one, then just magically returns to become alive again. I think the funniest part about the Seek video is that it predicted literally like a year or two before. It predicted a year or two before the mines came out that Seek is stronger than Figure. Most people thought Figure was stronger because of how much aura he has in the hotel, but Seek just mogs everyone in the mines. Is that it? I don't have to talk about another Rainbow Friends song? Thank God. We can go into the next section now, which is...
Choo-choo, I'm a hungry pig.
Choo choo Charles!
Okay guys, I'm back from working on this video after not doing anything for like a while. And now it's time for me to talk about Cartoon Cat versus Cursed Boyfriend when I get back. When I have come back. Isn't that so amazing, guys? I can't talk about Cartoon Cat versus Cursed Boyfriend. And I know it's implied that he's supposed to be cursed, but genuinely look at this thing. It's actually horrifying. This could give a child nightmares. Also, didn't this video come out like in 2022? This came out way too fucking late for any of this Friday Night Funkin' stuff, bro. Can't tell me people were still playing this game in 2022. I am guilty of playing it in 2022. Oh, hey, look, we're back in the territory I know, which is the songs. This song is about, I believe, Bendy and the Dark Revival, and though I don't remember anything about that game, I do know that this song is actually a two-way collab with Rocket Music YT, and though that version has like the same lyrics and stuff, I can only appreciate this version for some reason. This is just the song in my head. It feels like Horror Skunks made it and Rocket Music was just like someone who made a remix of it. I know that's not the case and it is an official collab, but that's the only way I can see this song actually. I don't know who wrote the song in general because it uses the same lyrics, but if I had to guess, it was probably Rocket Music, because out of other Horror Skunk songs, this one is more on track to sound like it actually relates to the game than the other ones. Which you will learn soon, Horror Skunks does intentionally to not relate them to the game at all, and it might be pretty obvious because of this video in specific. Oh hey, look, it's an alphabet lore song. I can't believe that this was an actual video that was made. This one got mocked as made for kids, and I can understand why, because it's fucking alphabet lore. And I just want to say, I don't have anything to say about this video. That's what I wanted to say. LOL. Hey, do you guys remember that one game that was made back in like 2023 called something like
Choo-choo!
Charles? Because I do. I remember it being a pretty good game. I like Choo Choo Charles. And the backstory of this video is kind of funny because it's about young Choo Choo Charles being bullied by Thomas the Tank Engine. I love this, bro.
Choo-choo! Choo-choo!
That's probably why Choo Choo Charles is killing him in the Hungry Pig song. The most popular video on this guy's channel. It has 98 million views as of recording this part. Oh my god. I will admit this is a pretty good song. I was listening to this a lot in 2023. I cool, bro. I cool. Just so you know, Eichel is short for calculator. Cursed Villager. Money means beauty. Something like that. I don't remember the title of the video. I like how the start looks like fucking Villager News. It's amazing. Speaking of Villager News, the Villager voice, I'm pretty sure, is the same person who voices that. I haven't watched Villager News in like freaking 8 years, but I can recognize that voice from anywhere.
I only have one emerald left! Shin Sonic emerald! No!
And this video is amazing. They even showcased the goddamn Uno reverse card in 2023.
How about you stick your nose into your own business? Uno reverse!
Okay, I just saw what the last for miscellaneous was. Let's see what I have to do now. No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. No. Oh, well, here we are. Welcome to your descent to hell. I don't know how good this video is as an origin story of a Pila bird. I mean, it's pretty cool, I guess. Child finds a Pila bird, they take it home, it becomes like a pet almost, then they take it away, and it's very emotional. It's a surprisingly good model for this. It's a surprisingly good model when the thing it's based off looks like this, I'm not gonna lie. And it is kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. Horror Skunks videos, despite how stupid and silly they are, they can actually be emotional. This is like the only one though. I'm not getting emotional over the ram bullies the owl. I just wanted to remind you that Horror Skunks only makes artwork. This video is proof. I think even to this day, this is probably like a top 5 song. It is pretty good. I really like it. It's kind of a shame it's centered around Opila Bird from Garten of Banban. You know, this game, this Garten of Banban? Yeah, old Horror Skunks saw this and was like, oh, that means, this. Yep, okay. That makes sense. I'd like to mention how this part, it shows all of the, it shows like other characters from other videos, just kind of creative. It even shows this bird that's from the origin story thing. Reminder, this is the game this video was based off of. No, I'm not going to talk about the Super Rainbow Friends versus Jumbo Josh. You can watch that yourself. Banban's sad origin story is about the red guy from Garten of Banban. Nobody shows up to his show because nobody likes him, and then they replace him with Bambolino, which I don't know why people like that because it's just a female version of Banban. And then Banban kills her, and that's the video. That's his origin story, I guess. Nab, I'm not a monster. Yes, you are, bro. Look at his mouth. No, you're not gonna trust anything with teeth like that that's blue, with 3 eyes. The fact they even considered playing the game with this thing is crazy. Well, Winston said, I'm not playing with a monster. Is right, you shouldn't. And even if you do, for some reason, play with it, why would you trip it and be mean to it? It's just gonna kill you. It's a monster! What do you mean I'm not a monster? Because I'm nice? Look at that fang, dude! I would not play with that. I don't care how nice it is. Okay, Jumbo Joshua's sad origin story is quite literally an exact copy and paste of Opila Bird's sad origin story. It's genuinely the same video. Winston finds Garten of Banban character, takes it home, it becomes his own, and then evil government try to take it. But this time Jumbo Josh fights back against fucking like 10 tanks. Because it's a World of Tanks ad. Lol. Now or never. This song is not that amazing, but it introduced probably the best character in any sort of media to ever exist. The devil.
Happening. Oh, I'm the devil. Oh, I don't think you know me.
If you haven't been able to tell, I love the devil. He's probably the best part of the whole channel. It's just Winston dressed in this black suit with these horns. He's just aura farming in every single video that he's in, and I'll tell you, he aura farms quite a lot, man. This guy is genuinely maximum aura, and though it doesn't look like it, you gotta trust me, bro. He has a lot of aura. Me when someone says a funny joke. I bet you guys know a lot about Garten of Banban. I bet you guys know about the famous character Coach Pickles that was introduced in Garten of Banban free. You don't? Well, that's because he doesn't actually exist. I mean, he exists, but not as an actual character in the game. This guy's a fan-made character that was just like, it's like a hoax that people predicted was gonna get added to Banban free, and it wasn't. I don't know why people thought this would happen. It's like the same situation indoors where people thought Floor 2 would include depth, silence, and greed, but they didn't. Except depth and greed did technically get added into the game in super hard mode. But the fact that Horror Skunks made an entire video about Coach Pickles, a fake character that's not even in the game, is kinda crazy to me. Because that is something they would do, yes, but that's kind of strange how they actually went through this instead of even touching another character from the game. Like, maybe fucking the naughty ones. I know this isn't Garten of Banban, but I might as well just talk about this before I move on to the next section. And it will be the last time I talk about Rainbow Friends in this video, so I can get that out of the way. So this is just it's basically just a continuation of the first video, and I didn't explain what the first video is, so instead I'm just gonna uh uh yeah, I don't know what to do. I have to mention this video at least, and there's like not much interesting with this video. It's kind of just the same one, but a little bit worse. I don't mean to be mean, but this is the first Rainbow Friends song was better. It's still fine though, it's just not much else to it. Oh my god, there's another Garten of Banban view I need to talk about in this section. This section's already gone for like 6 minutes, dude. Yeah, this one's about the Jester from Garten of Banban 4. That one character we all know, right? I mean, if you know Garten of Banban at all, you should probably know the Jester, because he's one of the most infamous. Or I guess his name's actually Bitter Giggle. Doesn't even really matter. This video is about how he tries to be funny, then no one likes him, except the kid likes him, and then he basically just adopts him, and then it just becomes his moneymaker, and then he dies of old age. Because, yes, it was that long. Oh my god, we're finally out of the Garten of Banban section. What's ever next gonna be any worse, possibly? Okay, I see. Wait, what's this? Oh no. Oh god. Are you fucking kidding me?
Skibidi Toilet over this penalty. Oh, and that's disgusting by Peter Griffin.
Skibidi Toilet. This is gonna be the shortest section out of all of these because I don't have footage of any of these except for the song. So in case you don't know, back like 2023, the creator of Skibidi Toilet, the fuck, boom, was like, yeah, I own these Gmod assets. I own the Skibidi Dop Dop song. I have rights to take down all these videos that use the assets that I definitely made. So he did. He took down a bunch, and I mean a bunch of videos relating to Skibidi Toilet. Not even just Winston's, but Game Tunes. I remember specifically. I don't remember any other channel, but this was a big problem because you don't own these Gmod assets, bro. What are you doing? You can't take it down. Anyways, about the actual videos. Basically, right before album 3 came out, Skunks had a Skibidi Toilet phase where they would make Skibidi Toilet videos as every YouTuber on the entire planet did. From what I remember, there was a Skibidi Toilet origin story, a TV Man origin story, and of course, the song. Now, I don't have footage of the other two, but oh, damn it! You came back while I was reading my line for my video, Fishy. Now you messed me up. You didn't even say anything, but you can't get spoilers. Not like you're gonna watch this video anyways. Okay, that aside, I guess I'll talk about Do the Flush, the Skibidi Toilet song. Now, there's not much to talk about here, except for the fact I feel like this character was used somewhere else. This looks like the guy from the Garten of Banban, Banban said origin story video, but I don't think it is. This guy looks like he's been in another video, but I can't tell. Oh yeah, that's it, man. It's just a Skibidi Toilet song, but aside from that, I guess there's this, which is so cursed beyond no one should ever have to look at this in their entire life. Before we move on, we must ask the age-old question. What would happen if you took Jumbo Josh and Yellow Rainbow Friend and put them into a school with all their friends? Hey guys, look, it's another song. This time it combines Banban and the Rainbow Friends. That's right, 2 of in 1. And this time they're learning how to be scary. I like this video because it's actually teaching them that they're not scary. Sometimes. And this, I mean, the song itself is pretty alright. I kind of like this spot. Yeah, that's really it though. This is such a weird song to make, I'm not gonna lie. What? It cut to black, so you expect me to say, okay, it's time for the next section? Okay, it's time for the next section.
Don't you think too much of me, my darling, because
I have been dreading this segment for the whole last week. Because I don't want to look at these models. I'm sorry, Winston, but oh my god, these are so ugly. Jesus Christ. With that out of the way, it's time for the amazing digital circus videos. Only 3 of them, so we can get through this quick and not have to stare at that. I just want to mention how uncanny these humanoid models look. It's clearly a person that's dressed up, but with the head of the character just animated on top of them, and I cannot stand to look at it. I can't, man. I'm sorry, I cannot. Oh, and also, the models that they had at the start for Pomni and Jax are fine. I can actually look at these ones. Why did they change it to this? It's so ugly. Hey guys, look, it's another sad origin story video. I said it's about clown guy. I want you to predict what happens. I'll give you some time. I want you to predict what happens in this video. You'll probably be able to know. Yeah, you're right. He gets bullied for being a clown. Everyone makes fun of him, even in his childhood. And then he ends up finding exit door and he leaves. That's the video. Okay, it's the song, and this one it's kind of mid. For the time it released, it wasn't that great among the other ones that would release before and after this. And I specifically don't like this video because I've already mentioned it like 3 times because of these models. I'm not joking, these are skin cancer to look at. I can't, dude. I cannot look at these. They just, no, man, you can't do this to me, man. I mean, I don't have anything else to say. I just wanted to say, Quick, go to the next section. Go to the next section, quick, quick, quick!
doesn't it feel good to just keep smiling?
Be chopper, stretching on the ocean floor, taking cat naps. Just watch that shrimp snow.
I want you to guess how many Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 videos Winston made. You got your answer? Because it's wrong. It's like 8 something, enough to make a 16-minute compilation. That's crazy. Now I could talk about this actual video if I wanted to, but I don't want to, and instead I'm gonna talk about something else. The fact that the thumbnail for this video was edited and reused for a Think Noodles video, where he reacted to Catnap's Ad Origin Stories. And Think Noodles doesn't even react to this video in that video. And the best part of it all, in the comments of Think Noodles' video, there's Winston talk about how he didn't need to steal the thumbnail because he has 10 million subscribers, and it has like 4 likes. It's Keep Smiling. It's another song. This video and the one before were actually made before Chapter 3 even fussing released, so they were just going off nothing, which kind of makes sense for once why this doesn't relate to the game like at all, and why they were going off the plush design instead of the actual catnap design. Oh hey look, that's the actual catnap design, because this released after Chapter 3 came out. This video is about like these 4 employees in like this room trying to survive and fend off catnap, and it's catnap, so they all miserably fail. Except for Winston, we don't actually know what happens to him, he just runs away and kind of disappears. And this idiot just takes off his mask for whatever reason. I mean, I guess at that point you might as well just surrender to this thing. I would not continue. I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking for a while and I genuinely have nothing to say about this video. Except this is kind of funny. Dog Day gets his legs cut off and he gets taken to the hospital and he comes out in a fussing wheelchair, dude. This image is funny. This video actually connects to the next video that comes right after this, which is a song about Dog Day, which takes place while the doctor is operating on him, and it's all just a hallucination. Yeah, I've been running out of stuff to say in these videos, so these last like 3 have been pretty short. But what I gotta say for this one is that it's so funny how they predicted that Ollie was the prototype before Chapter 4 came out. That's really funny.
Hey, where are you at?
Yes, I'm at the warehouse.
Stay where you are.
No.
It was him all along!
Okay, this video is about Mr. Light, the teacher thing guy from not guy, girl from Chapter 3 of Puppy Playtime being sad that they're like a robot, and then they find this guy, which I'm pretty sure does not exist in any Puppy Playtime. I'm saying that as if I know like any Puppy Playtime. And then they start to like each other, they date, they make it, they grab a house, they want a kid, but they literally cannot make a kid. They are fussing robots. So they go to adoption center and like, nope. Hell no, y'all are robots. Are they robots? They look like robots. I genuinely cannot tell. They sound like robots.
I love you.
So since they can't do that, they just kidnap some kid. And the guy's like, oh, this is wrong. He's like, I want a kid. And then she kills him. And then they turn the kid into a robot thing, whatever this is. It looks like a robot, it sounds like a robot, I'm calling it a robot. This video is about the stupid critters. They're all so stupid and ugly and bad. These guys, so these 3 aren't even a part of Chapter 3, but they are smiling critters. I just realized the sign says the smiling shitters. That's that leads me to another thing I want to talk about. This channel, you believe, is for kids. You believe this channel is made for kids, and while it is, Winston thinks the content's for 13 plus, which
You know that our audience is like 14-year-olds?
a little bit wrong. There's sometimes swearing in these videos. Not that it's a bad thing, it's kind of funny. Content you think is made for kids, and then they just suddenly say this.
Hey, I got my first subscriber!
Stop with this YouTube bullshit.
I like that, Winston. Okay, genuinely, what is even happening in this one? This doesn't look real. You can't tell me Winston had the idea of turning Catnap into a dragon skeleton thing. Genuinely, what is this man? This video is just, there's nothing to say. He hunts down Winston and his son and kills them both, I guess. With that, we finally reached the end of the Puppy Playtime Chapter 3/1 Chapter 4 video. And we can now go on to the next section. My god. Does anyone even remember this game? I doubt any of you remember Zoonomaly even exists. That's why, for the clip that I put at the end of the last thing that introduced the segment, it was just a clip from the trailer. You might have noticed every other section had at least a kind of somewhat funny clip relating to the thing, but I couldn't find anything for Zoonomaly, because no one's ever played this game. This searching for a game that doesn't exist. Well, what I'm talking about, yeah, I'm supposed to be talking about the video. Winston gets trapped in a zoo after bullying some animals and then he turns into the zookeeper. That's really it. Meet the creeper. What? That's not the creeper. He's right there. Who is this? Who are you? Who is he? It's a song about the zookeeper, I guess. I don't know what you want me to say at this point. I mean, the song's kind of cool, IG. Let me give you a ride. I'm an incredible guy. Okay, this one is a content warning video. I don't know if it's a sponsor or not. In the description, it talks about how the game's really good, but I don't see any reference in like the actual title. And for some reason, Zookeeper's in this, so I'm putting it in the Zoonomaly section. This one involves Winston recording his family getting killed and turned into these Zoonomaly creatures and animals. And then Zookeeper forces Winston to watch his family getting killed and turned into the Smile Cats or whatever these are. And then the Zookeeper films it. And then we get these like super cool comments at the end of the video that are definitely from real people. I'm gonna speed this, we're going to the next section.
Wow, Mr. Beast and Ronaldo.
I've never played, watched, or seen anything about Indigo Park besides this video. So to me, my knowledge of the entire game is that Rambly is homeless with a dog and then they get hired at Indigo Park by these people. And then they're like super cool, everyone loves it. And then this big investor guy takes over the park and he shuts down everything because he's so evil and mean and terrible. And then he leaves Rambly trapped in the park without his dog companion. That's my entire knowledge of this game, and I'm not going to change it by watching any playthrough of this game. This video right here is what I consider to be the turning point of Horror Skunks. All videos from here on out, at least to me, are good. They're all good. Maybe not all of them. But the fact that Winston made a sad origin story for Pooh, of all things, is hilarious to me. Why does he look like that? Oh my god. And then he eats him, and he explodes. Pooh just doesn't let Winston do whatever he wants. He just eats, he wants to sleep, he wants to be massaged. He can't do anything. This video is crazy, man. I didn't even know that. Hey, look, it's a Mr. Beast sad origin story video. I can tell this video is 100% just pure irony. It mimics Mr. Beast's editing really well. This 100 days looks like something that would be in their actual video. And I like how it shows Mr. Beast is the biggest YouTuber on the planet with 8 billion subscribers. And how he's just doing all this crazy stuff. And also he's just weirdly tall. We get hit with this Omega flashback.
Hey, I got my first subscriber!
Stop with this YouTube bullshit.
Why?
Stupid! Just quit!
Craziest line I've ever heard in the video. It literally made me shed a tear. What do you want, Ash? Come on, dude. I'm recording. What do you want? Anyways, Mr. Beast kills all of them, and then he gets the guy to resubscribe to his channel so that he can prove that YouTube was successful. And the funniest part about this is that this was made in that one time period where a lot of bad stuff was coming out about Mr. Beast. That's all I really have to say about this video. Okay, now we have a Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit song, and I don't know if the song is accurate to the game or not, because it's Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. Who the hell cares about Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit? Who the hell cares about like any Five Nights at Freddy's game past Security Breach? They're all buns, dude. I didn't watch anything about Into the Pit. I didn't watch anything about Secret of the Mimic. They just did not hook me at all. Except the Fire Secret of the Mimic song. I thought Five Nights at Freddy's was supposed to be Five Nights Surviving animatronics. What the hell is this? Security Breach literally takes place in one night. Just make it a different series at this point. The only reason it's even connected to Five Nights at Freddy's is because it uses the same fucking characters. And about, oh yeah, right, the actual video. The song is not very good. It's kind of boring, and I don't even understand what's really happening in it. Also, they hang the robot, which is a robot. They really expect that to kill the robot, and it doesn't. He comes back alive. I don't know why it shows that he comes back alive, because it's genuinely never used ever again on the entire channel. Okay, guys, I'm not going to the next section yet. I know it's cut to black and I'm talking, but instead we gotta change it up a bit. We've been talking about videos for like the last 40 minutes. Now it's time to talk about the YouTube Shorts. Around the time Puppy Playtime Chapter 3 videos were coming out, Winston started making more YouTube Shorts all the way up until now, and there's a lot of them, so I just decided to cover all of them quickly. I'm not gonna go over them all much, it's just gonna be a quick little covering it. Let's see what I got for. Oh, fuck off, dude. Okay, there's 3 shorts about Kaufmo, quote unquote, getting what he deserves, which I don't know what that means. In the video, he's being bullied, but I don't think that's getting what he deserves. He didn't do anything wrong. The first short's just a clip from the actual video. The second one's his head getting pulled on by a plunger, and the third one is him getting shoved into a toilet until he eventually turns skip. The next one's about Catnap entering room some random person. Winston's not shown in the video, so I don't know who it is. Probably is just Winston though. Drops the dog day plush, then the dog day plush comes alive or something. And then followed by that is a clip from Mr. Lightside origin story video, and then is the first of 4 videos on the channel where Winston's just running around from dangerous monsters being like, subscribe right now to kill them. Give me the 4 million subscribers so they can die. And then after that, it's just Mr. Light in a car being like, my summer be like, something like that. And then it's another one of those for 5 million. And then we have the most viewed video on Winston's entire channel, Choo. It's about a weird Thomas Tank Engine creature with deformed legs like Choo Charles on his counter, then spits in Winston's face and he immediately chops it up, cooks him, and eats him as a burger. This has 168 million views, oh my god. Next one, we have Winston approaching the zookeeper dancing, and then he sneaks up behind him and kills him. Next is a clip from the zookeeper's side origin story. Next is the same video but for 6 million subscribers. Next is for Dog Day being caught in an edit, which is probably the best out of all these shorts, which is not very highbrow. Next one's a clip from the Hour of Joy video. Next one is Cursed Thomas in the back rooms, just hunting down Winston and his friend. And next one is the same thing again, just with different. And then the next one is a clip from Rayleigh's side origin story. And then the next one is a clip from Catnap's side origin story from the very first video we covered in the Puppy Playtime Chapter 3 section. Then after that we have the 7 million subscriber one, and then after that is a clip from Pooh's side origin story. And then we end off with the Mr. Beast short, which is about him entering some room with like gold bars and him being sad because people are still talking bad about him, which was also uploaded in the time where bad stuff's coming up with Mr. Beast, so it's kind of funny. Okay, I don't know if you could tell, but I did almost all of those in like one take. We're done with the shorts, we're going on to the next section. Now.
Supposed to be fast! I bet he's a ripoff from Timu!
Oh, hello, Shin Sonic sad origin story. Actually, no, this is Shin Sonic origin story. It's not sad. At least not according to the title. Shin Sonic, I guess, creates a yellow Sonic and then runs off instantly. Then these people pull up and they're like, wow, you're a little baby. You're a little baby and dumb. And then Shin Sonic kills them all one by one. yeah, I don't have much to say about the video. And now I've said that for so many things, and I'm trying not to say it. It just slips out. But the real thing I want to mention about this video is that on Winston's second channel, which I haven't mentioned until now, and will give it its own section for, they made a song for Shin Sonic. For some reason, it wasn't uploaded to the main channel, and it uses footage of only this video. And they also say this.
I'm just a goofy ass guy running.
This makes me believe that it's not supposed to be an actual song, but instead just a joke. And sure, you can do whatever you want, Winston, but it kind of confuses me. Same thing happens for another video later on. Could this possibly be the reason why running was uploaded onto the other channel? Now it's time to talk about Shin Sonic Liar. Jesus Christ. And I'm not gonna say it doesn't deserve it, but it does deserve it. Oh my god, this song itself is genuinely so good. I'm not even kidding. This was my favorite for a while, like a really long time. I loved this one. The funniest part about this song is that Shin Sonic outruns Choo Choo Charles. Choo Choo Charles is in this. I don't know why. It's just here to transport Winston, even though he was literally killing him in Hungry Pig. I don't know what the reason for this is. It's probably because this was around the time where Choo Choo Charles, Hungry Pig, was getting like a bunch of views. But that's awesome, bro. It's so cool. It's so funny to see other characters in other characters' songs.
Hey guys, can I run with you? Yeah!
Remember how the first video it was just Shin Sonic's origin? This one is his sad origin. It's about him wanting to run with some people, then he gets kicked because he's a loser. Then they come back and they say the best lines ever written in any film ever.
I thought Sonic was supposed to be fast. I bet he's a ripoff from Timu.
He's then approached by one of the best characters ever, Omelette Man. He will be a reoccurring character in not just in Shin Sonic videos, but in many others. He takes Sonic into the lab, gives him the Chaos Emeralds, he grows too powerful, and then Shin Sonic kills him, goes back to the real world, and then kills the bullies, because that's how every sad origin story works, apparently. And now, of course, pretty much the mandatory required thing, a band requiring the characters. But you might be thinking, what characters? Shin Sonic and maybe the yellow guy from the first one? No, two new ones. It's Knuckles and Shadow. We haven't seen them yet, but they were made specifically for this. And the song's cool. So having the character that is associated with bad karma show up is kind of genius. This might be millions, or maybe even trillions of IQ right here. The song itself is kind of whatever. Basically, the Shin Sonics just capture 3 different creatures, and then they kill all of them with their super loud music. Or at least, we don't know if Cartoon Cat is dead or not. He goes through a door. Practically nothing cool happens with Shin Sonic versus Shin Tails. I guess it's the first time we see Shin Tails, but Shin Tails isn't powerful like Shin Sonic is, which is why Omelette Man takes him, and we get some of the best Omelette Man lines ever. And then takes him back to Shin Sonic, and then for some reason Shin Sonic just randomly drops an emerald. I don't know why. Then it gives it to Shin Tails, and then they do a power bump, and it kind of just like it kind of just kills the entire world. Okay, that was the last Shin Sonic video, and now it's time to move on to the section I have been dreaming of talking about the most in this entire video.
Nolan just got home from school wearing his shirt for the first time.
I have been waiting so long to talk about this Sprunki. I was introduced to Sprunki by Winston from this video. Genuinely, this was the first time I ever saw it. Wasn't the greatest first impression, but I genuinely love Sprunki. I love it in a completely unironic way. It's just so good for some reason. And all six, yes, six Sprunky songs that Winston made, they're all amazing. I genuinely love this so much, and I cannot explain why I love these stupid little critters things. Yeah, Winston's having fun with the Sprunkies, and then he activates Mr. Black, and then it's evil, and then it just he goes inside of the machine thing where you pick the Sprunkies, which isn't actually part of the original game, and then he plays with the normal ones again, and then Mr. Black gets him. I think his name's just Black from actual Sprunky. I've been conditioned to call him Mr. Black because of Winston, because that's what he's called in these videos. Also, I must mention how they use the uncanon normal design for Mr. Black for whenever it's not evil, and then this is supposed to represent the evil mode version, but I'm sorry, this just looks ugly as hell. I prefer the normal one. Now answer me this. Have you ever looked at a Sprunky and gone like, yeah, I want to be like you? Well, Winston had. I'm pretty sure this is just a straight continuation from the first one. After Mr. Black captures him in Fergie's song, gets taken to whatever this realm is, and then Mr. Black turns him into Sprunky. He does all these things. Winston goes around this entire, I have no idea what it is, it's like a factory of sorts, and then it gets molded into a Sprunky, and we get blessed with this beautiful looking creation that even Winston himself calls cursed. It's kind of hilarious. Also, this is probably the best Sprunky song out of all of them. Okay, here on to the third one, and holy shit, is that me? What the? Oh, okay. This is a crazy collab. Thank me, Horror Skunks, for including me on this project. In all realness, if I wanted to show anyone a Sprunky song specifically from Winston, I'd show them this one before any of the other ones, because out of all of them, this one probably makes the most sense out of his Sprunkies. Actually, no, I take it back. The sixth one probably makes more sense, because the other ones, the first one is just not the greatest. The second one is whatever that is. The fourth one's a talent show. The fifth one is a haunted house, and the sixth one actually does kind of relate to the game a little bit. This one's also not that bad. It introduces probably the best Sprunky character, Wenda. I love Wenda so much, so ungodly much. Genuinely, I cannot explain it. Mr. Tree gives birth to the Sprunky. Gives birth. Creates the Sprunkies, and then Mr. Black ruins it all. Oh, I'm evil, I kill all the Sprunkies. And then Mr. Winston becomes like. Mr. Black goes away, and then Winston becomes like a weird holographic DJ inside of Mr. Tree. Yeah, I honestly don't know. It's still a good video. Yeah. Oh my god, even Horror Skunks knows that Wenda's the best Sprunky. She's the only one to have a video that is not a song. It's a Wenda's sad origin story, and it's about Wenda meeting Winston, and then they have fun, and then there's this song that they sing together, which is literally just the instrumental of Bendyland, but with different lyrics on top of it.
Hey there, you my friend, our songs will never end. Hey there, you my friend, welcome to Bendyland.
And then they have so much fun, and then Mr. Black comes and like kills all of them, and then Wenda becomes evil and something, and then attacks Winston. But then like, oh, remember me? This is my guitar. It's our song that we sung, and then they reunite. It's amazing, dude. I love this video. It's another Sprunky song. I heard you love Sprunky. Don't we all love Sprunky? I do. I love Sprunky. This one's a talent show, I think. They're like, the judges, these three people are rating Spunkies on value instead of like out of 10. I don't know how talent shows work. I don't watch them, but I'm pretty sure you don't give them a money value. And then they go through the Spunkies, then these two people come out and they're like, whoa, they cool because they're robotic. And so yeah, they're so cool and everything. And then Mr. Black's like, oh no 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 no, I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna make these Sprunkies evil, and I'm gonna rig this talent show, and I'm gonna be the coolest one, and then he gets shot. And then the judges give the robot guys, Funbot and Garnold, their like billions, cajillions of dollars, and then everyone lives happily ever. Fortune, no, not fortune, talent show. Why did I say fortune? Why am I thinking of fortunes? Oh hey, now it's the Sprunky song, which I don't know how to say the name. Is it dance, 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 macabre? I have no idea. I can't say these words. These words are too crazy for me. Speaking of crazy, what the genuinely fucking fuss shiz bullshiz is this? Who are these random kids, bro? Random kid number 1, 2, 3, and 4 over here. Random ass kids. And then they're just in like this haunted mansion thing? Why? How does this is the original game, by the way. How? I don't understand. And then Mr. Black gets hands, and he's so all-powerful. Because apparently this plot, like, turns Sprunkies into the evil version. And since Mr. Black's already evil, I guess that gives him hands. And then Mr. Black jumps in again, and it turns him into a human! What is this? I can't stand this, bruh. And then it turns into a skeleton. It kills him, bro, and then they put him in a coffin. What is happening in this video, bro? Okay, it's the 6th one. This one's called Goofy Song, and this one does not feature Mr. Black at all. We can presume this one takes place after the last one, and Mr. Black is now officially dead. You can still see his hat in the select, and it's the first time they've actually shown the select UI, which is pretty cool. And almost every single Sprunky is present in this, including my girl Wenda again. Hell yeah, slay queen. I'm sorry, I don't know why I like Wenda so much. Yeah, there's nothing really to mention here except the fact that at this part, Winston is flying in the Omelette Man thing from the Shin Tails video. That's all I really gotta mention. And at the end, he turns back into the Wind Sprunky. There's no official name for this thing, but I'd say Wind Sprunky's probably the closest to an official name for this. It's the Winston Sprunky. It's still so cursed. Also, little thing I want to know here. If he's using his actual face in the first and second phase, that means Winston doesn't have a phase 2 version. Instead, he has only one phase, which happens for both phases, which is very interesting if you ask me. Am I digging too deep into the Sprunky stuff? Yes, absolutely. Should I stop? Yes, absolutely. Are we going into the next section? Yes, absolutely. Oh, it's another Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 video that came out before Chapter 4 even came out. This one's about Yarnaby. I'm not sure if this was actually... I don't know where I was going with that, I just wanted to rhyme. This is a pretty good Yarnaby model. It's pretty realistic to the real thing. But yeah, this was made before Chapter 4 was, again. And this one is about 5 minutes ago. They rejected this Yarnaby. It was, I think it's the sun. And then they threw it down into the pit. And then this one jumped with the child in its mouth. And now it's going to kill it. That's really the video. What is this? Actually, what is this? If someone can actually tell me what this is, I'd love to know. What is the infected sky? Genuinely, what is the infected sky? I've never heard of this thing, not even now, and this video came out a whole year ago. What is it? The plane comes alive, and then the pilot just abandons all the passengers while it goes through this vortex thing. Then all the passengers turn into fucking the moon woke up ass looking characters, and then the rest of the video is just Winston they're trying to defeat the evil infected airplane, infected sky. Oh, that's how they got the name. That's very, very clever. Bravo to whoever originally even made this. And then they say this.
Oh no, you ugly piece of shit!
Peak funny. And then after that happens, it kills Winston. Yeah, it's just no one knows eat things. We've all seen this. Hey, look, it's a Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 video that actually came out after Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 came out. It's also the only Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 video. Yeah, there's no Doughy. Screw Doughy, he sucks anyways. We have the purple investor guy from Rambly's Sad Origin Story coming back to torment another. This child's not homeless, but he's just playing with his dinosaur toy, Pianosaurus, and then he takes it. And then he tells the kid to look over there, then he just fuss and disappears. You can't fussing do that. That's not how it fussing works. But okay, little bro, sure, whatever you say. And then he like beats up Pianosaurus, knocks out his piano keys, and Pianosaurus grows big and fussing kills him. And then he finds the child again, and then the child like, oh my god, it's Pianosaurus, and you're really big now, and I can still play piano on your 4 keys. And then they live happily ever after. At least until Pianosaurus gets fucking mauled and eaten in Chapter 4. Gets more screen time in this video than in fucking Chapter 4 is crazy. Oh hey look, it's another Garten of Banban song. Surely there can't be anything that cool about this. I love live! This goddamn song. You guys probably forgot about the devil. You probably forgot that I mentioned him 30 minutes ago at this point. He's back, and he's in this song. It's probably because it's a Garten of Banban video. It's also the last Garten of Banban video on the channel. This one is about Banban being sad because 3 Banban clones are more popular than him as a band. You might be asking, who are the clones? This one's Flumbo. This one's doesn't exist. This one also doesn't exist. Searching for the 2 Banbans that don't exist. So yeah, it's just a band of 3 Banban clones that 2 of them don't even exist. And Banban's like, well, I want to be cool. And so the devil in Banban comes out and he tries to kill all of them. And then we get probably one of the best parts of any song in this entire channel right here. I don't care what you say, Winston is just straight up aura farming. Genuinely, this song is so good. I love this song so much. This might be my favorite on the entire channel because of how stupid, silly, wacky it is. The lines are good, the instrumental is good, the animation's awesome, it's all good. I don't know what to say. It's just good. And at the end, they just tease Banban like, oh, we're better than you. We're the better band. Wait a minute! And then Banban kills all of them, including the people like, well, hey, what the hell did the people do? Actually, what did any of them really do wrong? None of them really did anything wrong. Banban just got jealous. Okay, surely the next video can't be as good as that, right?
I am Steve.
I have been corrected. Yes, Skunks made a video about the I am Steve meme from the Minecraft movie. Literally the entire video is just saying I am Steve over and over again. Jack Black goes through the portal, comes on the other side, says I am Steve. Then the cursed Steve from that one video that I don't think I mentioned comes and then he says he's Steve. And then 50 other people, including are here and they're dressed as Steve too, and they're making fun of him for being a bad Steve. He's big, he just kind of doesn't look like Steve. And then we get a flashback. To his childhood where he still looks the same, just without a huge beard, building a Minecraft house, and his dad's like,
You will never be Steve.
and he blows up the house with TNT. And then Jack Black goes so crazy that he turns into Herobrine, and he starts killing all of them one by one. Jack Black tries to destroy Herobrine after an inspirational speech from Omelette Man saying,
You are the real Steve.
and then he can't do it, and then his dad comes through the portal and he says,
You are Steve. My Steve.
emotional, so touching. And then Jack Black kills Herobrine, and then there's just meat lying on the ground, because I guess when a Steve dies it drops meat. This guy made a whole video about I am Steve for the Minecraft movie. We need to protect horror skunks at all costs, man. Once upon a time, on May 10th of 2025, Dead by Daylight would have the 9th anniversary, and it would celebrate it by getting horror skunks to make a song. Horror skunks. Yeah, that's the first people they thought of to make a song, horror skunks. And people in the comments were like, what the fuck is this? Where's the living tombstone? Where the hell is all these good artists that you chose this sloppy sprunky Shin Sonic thing. But I'm so glad they did collab with Horror Skunks out of all of them, because they're probably some of the best at like 3D animation I've seen. And if the last hour and 5 minutes hasn't proven that to you, I don't know what will. It's really funny because if you look at the comments on the Horror Skunks video, it's all people saying that it's pretty good, and comments on the Dead by Daylight video are all people saying it sucks, because the target demographics for both channels and things are way different from each other. The song is good though. It's kind of just saying dead again over and over again, and I don't know how to explain it, so I'm not going to explain it because I have not played. I don't do the Dead by Daylight stuff, so I don't know what any of this even means. It is. Did you know we're actually going to a new section? April Fools, I pranked you. Now that was another April Fools because I didn't prank you. Because we actually are going to another section.
Ooby dooby doo, I wanna be like you.
Okay, this is Horror Skunks 2 time. It's Horror Skunks 2, he uploads anything. Basically, I'm not gonna, this section's not gonna be too long, but whatever video he uploads, Horror Skunks 2 goes crazy with whatever, making before and afters, storyboards, behind the scenes, vocals, a cappella, karaoke, all that. But those are all boring. I want to talk about some cool, unique things on the channel. We have Horror Skunks the movie, which I'm pretty sure is just a compilation of old videos on his channel from that year, or whatever. And then we have Cursed. We have videos that are just made cursed, which is, I mean, yeah, they're certainly cursed, I can say that much. And then we have some unique ones, like Keep Smiling, but every time they smile it gets worse. Pooh Story in all languages. Spot the Difference with Shin Sonic. You'll even start to see some compilations that are like hours long, which just features a bunch of random Horror Skunks video. There's remixes, 999x speed, and personally, my favorite, the Incredibox Sprunki 3D edition mods, where they take the songs and then they like 3D animate them to look like the actual game, which I like. I like these. These look really good, I'm not going to lie. Then we have Liar, but in the name of the fire. Then we have ASMR. The ASMR videos is where it's just all the sound is replaced with ASMR whispering, so the entire video just kind of sounds like this, and that's kind of funny. I really like that.
Shiny edges is sneakered style. Sprunky whispers stay a while.
The next unique thing I really want to talk about is Sprunki Dance Macabre official lyric video. Now you might be thinking, doesn't the original video have lyrics? Yes, it does. So why is there a lyric video? I don't know. It just has a lyric video. My favorite part about the video is that it says directed by the GOAT, and then it shows a picture, shows a video from the Better Band, the part that I really liked. Genuinely, Winston just knows he's straight up aura farming, and he literally calls himself out for it. It's amazing, I love it. This is the only Sprunki song, or only song in general, to have a lyrics video. I don't know why this one specifically, but sure, okay. Next section, I think.
I'm the one they play when the world
So yesterday I caught this kid trying to steal my brain rots, so I decided to break into his house.
Some people may try to tell you that you're in hell, but that's not true, because this is Horror Skunks we're talking about. It's time for the Italian brain rot section, and I promise you're not ready. Not because this is necessarily bad, even though it kinda is, but these videos are just so crazy, I can't lie. This tung 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 so video just spams these random sound effects throughout the entire video. It's like it's not even trying to be serious, and I don't think it's trying to be serious. You can't tell me I'm supposed to take this video serious when these sounds play.
Tell me.
It's about tung 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 so breaking into Winston's house and confronting him. And it's like, what happened to Ballerina Cappuccina? She's mine. And then Winston's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then she's like, oh, Winston, get back in bed. And then Tung Tung's like, oh, you lying. Oh, you liar. And then he continues talking to him. Ballerina Cappuccina comes out. We don't actually get to see her. But Tung Tung throws his bat at her and fucking kills her. What the fuck? And then after that, he gets a new bat. the person next door is like, hey, calling the police come through the fussing roof, it plays the FBI sound effect, and then they gun down Tung Tung. This video is fucking insane. What is even, there's no way anyone can process what is happening this on a first watch. Also, what does Winston lick off his lips? Is that Before I mention anything else about the Tung 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 Sahora song, I want you to know it has 54 million views. Anyways, the song is about Tung 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 Sahor being mad that Shin Sonic has the best song, which I don't believe so. And then he takes his anger out on everyone who is listening or associated to it by hitting them over the head with his bat to make them stupid and like it the brain rot one. Why is this actually good? This is like real life. It just hits you over the head, makes you lose all your brain cells, and makes you believe that the brain rot's good over what something that actually had effort put into it. I actually kind of like that as a concept. Why is this video kind of good in that sense? Tung Tung rides Tralala to like Egypt or something to go see Omelette Man, who fell asleep listening to Shin Sonic's song. Then he swipes over to turn it to Radatung and then hits him over the head, and now Omelette Man is stupid and he tells him where Shin Sonic is because apparently Shin Sonic is on his own planet that you can just see that close. I think if you can see a planet that close to Earth, you should probably be very scared. Cuts to Shin Sonic and Tung Tung having a dance battle. Shows some stats. Yeah, Tung Tung is not very smart or intelligent or whatever. And Shin Sonic's pretty good at rhythm games. Tung Tung sucks at rhythm games. Just goes to show, Winston thinks that Shin Sonic's just better than Tung Tung overall. And the only way Tung Tung even wins is because Tung Tung gets to hit Shin Sonic in the head, lowering his intelligence and making Tung Tung the winner. And has successfully claimed the entire world, and now everyone is a stupid idiot. Why this? Why? I kinda like this. The Tralala Tralala video is a PSA about how littering in the ocean is bad, because we get to see this shark, who will soon become Tralala Tralala, all tangled up in these nets. He's all bruised because of people littering and stuff. And then it's just, this video is not even part of a charity. It just ends like that. I don't know why it does that. And something you might realize from this video is that this barely is related to Tralala Tralala in the slightest. It's barely even brain rot. It's just like an actual video. The only reason that this is an Italian brain rot Tralala Tralala is because of the blue shoes. And also you cannot really keep a shark as a pet, so that's another reason, but I don't have anything else to say about this video. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that because it's strange.
Come back!
Ding Dong
I have a ding dong.
is a song about how you can just try to watch like one video before bed, and then you end up watching videos all night. That's actually what the song's about. And this happens to like everyone. You can't lie. You're in bed. You're just watching some like YouTube shorts or TikToks, and then you just get sucked into it. You just continue watching and watching until you eventually realize that it is way too late and you have to go to sleep, or sometimes it's just time for you to get up and start your day. And that's what this song is about. It's about how brain rot does this to you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's still a brain rot. The purple investor guy is back from the Rambly video and from the Pianosaurus here. And now he's terrorizing a skeleton with the head of a phone, which has a skull inside of it. Pod Hotspot sets Tung Tung, Chimpanzini, Bananini, and Tralala free, and he has to carry Tung Tung because that's how steal a brain rot works. The purple investor guy goes crazy over him stealing his brain rot. And then he sets up traps to kill Pod Hotspot. And then Pod Hotspot trips on one of the spikes because of his leg. And he lets go of Tung Tung and sends him flying into a shredder. And then we get flashbacks to Tung Tung's like having fun. And then after that, we watch the investor guy kill Tralala and Chimpanzini Bananini in like other weird ways, so that he can have all the brain rots. And then we watch Pod Hotspot steal this guy's little remote toy, and then he kills the investor with it. And then he brings spoon Sahor. You know, the purple investor guy in this video kind of reminds me of a certain other streamer. Hey, this is gonna another short section, and you'll never guess what it's about. I mean, you saw it, you know what it's about. We're talking about Laboobos, like these things. Winston made videos on Laboobos. There's only 2 of them though, so this will be quick. The first one is about this guy who hunted and killed Laboobos for some reason. I don't remember the reason. And then he kept them in a cage. The Laboobos escape from the cage after one of them goes through this chaotic. And then I don't remember what happens after that. I think the hunter guy dies. Or I think they team up to beat him up or something. Now it's the song. This one's Gloria. I don't know why it's called Gloria. Who's Gloria? Who is random kid? And this one introduces the big Laboo. It's the hunter guy from the other video to hunt more Laboobos, and then Labooby, which yes, that is the actual name of this thing, hunts it down. And then we get to see like the Laboobos working in a factory, being put to work by Labooby. Yeah, they continue chasing Winston down until they eventually hit him with a tranquilizer, and then they put him in this chair on top of these 2 podiums, and then they transfer his soul into the body of another Laboo to expand their growing army of Laboobos. We get another shot of the factory, and then Labooby's face falls off. And that's pretty much the entire video. I told you this would be a short section. It's in preparation for the next one, which is going to be longer. It's also one of my favorite sections too. Oh my god! It's the 99 nights! Hey, come back! I'm a big fan of your song! That right there was a clip of me playing 99 Nights in the Forest for the first time ever. After watching the 6 videos Horoscopes made about it. My god, I don't like 99 Nights in the Forest, the original game. It's not for me, but oh my god, I love the Horoscopes videos so much. They're so good. I don't know why. I'm waiting to talk about a certain video in this section, and it is probably one of my favorite videos on the entire internet. And if you're a friend, you probably know what video it is. But until then, we're gonna have to talk about 99 Nights, which is the first song, and this one, I got to like night 4 in that original recording, but I feel like out of all the songs, this one is probably the most accurate to the game. Like the lyrics are, build my campfire, surviving 99 nights, but I don't think the game is about you killing the deer's child, and then the deer takes your child, and then you choose to spend 99 nights in the forest. Even though that's a way better story. I appreciate that. And then the deer just kind of chases Winston throughout like the rest of the video. And then it dies. Then Winston gets his child back. That's the video. I like it. The deer has been taken into this room for questioning by 3 people. They're like, where is my friend? He's gone missing. I don't know how they thought the deer was the problem of this. I don't know how they would have even correlated it to him in the first place. But that's not the important thing. He's being interrogated by normal omelet man and 2 other people. Anyways, the deer was playing with Winston. They were being friendly. They were playing like hide and seek. And then Winston decided to jump onto the train tracks for some reason. And then goddamn Choo Charles comes speeding down the train tracks and kills him. Choo Charles is still relevant. This is like a whole 2 years later, by the way. How are they still using Choo Charles in these videos? And then like they threaten to cut off Bro's antler because his friend went missing. Then the deer keeps remembering about what happened, and then they do cut off the deer's antler. And then they say this really funny line right before that. I forgot to mention before I mentioned that, but now I'm mentioning it right now.
I want Swedish meatballs. Don't! I'm vegan!
And then after that, the deer just kind of kills all of them because the deer did nothing wrong. But now the deer did do something wrong, so now the deer's kind of in the wrong. I forgot what this video was called. Was it called The Deer's Not a Monster? Well, now he is, because he just killed some people. Sure, they were accusing him of something that he didn't do, but you didn't have to kill them. You could have just like, actually the deer can't really talk. I don't know what I expected from the deer. Why am I going this deep into a 99 Nights in the Forest video? This video introduces the owl! You know that one classic character from 99 Nights in the Forest we all love, known as the owl, right? We all love the owl. And this one brings back Cursed Villager for some reason. Winston wants to become a ninja, but he doesn't have enough. And so, to get diamonds, he's like, oh, the deer has a lot of diamonds because he's the first Roblox player. And then the villager's like, yo, go to his cave. There's a lot of diamonds there. And he's like, okay, I'll go there. And then he goes there. And then we get like a surprisingly good drop. And then after that, Winston steals like a bajillion diamonds from the chest that is just open. Actually, just opens itself. What is this magical thing telling Winston to steal these diamonds? Tells anyone that comes in to just steal them. Also, they're all over the walls. Why does he have so many? Surely just taking a few would not hurt that badly. There's some on the walls. And then after that, he buys the ninja class, and then the owl tells the deer what happened, and then we get the most brilliant reaction image I've ever seen in my life. This could be a GIF. And then the deer's like so sad because he took the diamonds, and then they duel it out with Winston as the ninja. And then the deer wins, obviously, because he's like the big bad of 99 Nights in the Forest. And that's the video. I don't even know how accurate this is to the original game. I know the Cursed Villager is definitely not in the original game. But is there classes? Can you do that? I'm pretty sure that's only Dead Rails, is it not? I'm not completely sure. I'm saying that as if I know like anything about Dead Rails. I don't know anything about that game either. This video introduces one of the best horror skunk characters ever used in a video ever. It's the Ram! Oh my god, it's his debut. It's amazing. It's so funny because the Ram in the original game is such like, who is this character? But Horror Skunks really likes this character. And when I mean really likes, I mean like really likes. The entire joke for surrounding this character in videos is that the Ram is attractive.
Oh my god! You replaced the owl! How does it feel?
It feels good, cause I'm sexy.
And that is so funny to me for no reason. And you'll see why in the next video. And this video is about how the Ram bullies the owl, hence the title. And it's about how the Ram's getting so much attention for being popular and cool and awesome and amazing. And then it flashes back to the past where the Ram was mean to the owl. And then we get introduced to Omelette Man, like half cousin or something named It's kind of just like a worse version of Omelette Man, but it's also like exactly what happens in the Shin Sonic sad origin video. He gets taken to Fly Guy's secret lair, and then he cuts off all of feathers, and then puts red lipstick on the owl, which I don't think the red lipstick's actually on the owl in the game. I don't know where they got that idea from. And then they release him back out into the public, and then he hides from everyone because everyone thinks he's ugly, and then people see the owl and he's like, oh my god, you're so cool, why were you hiding for so long? And then they're like, you're so cool, and then the red's like, wait, no, give me my attention, I want attention, give me my attention, I want my attention. And then at the end, the owl just kind of fuss off. I wanted to speedrun through this because I really want to talk about the next video.
Yeah, I'm going right now, leaving this place behind. I'm leaving this place behind.
I have no words to describe how much I love this stupid video. Genuinely, this might be my favorite video on the entire channel. You can't tell me a video for a 99 Nights in the Forest character ends up being about how Winston goes from being homeless and looking ugly to looking so beautiful and strong because of the lamb draining him. No, not the lamb, the Ram. Getting all these cool gifts and stuff because he's super famous. This has to be one of the funniest pieces of media to ever hit YouTube. This just does not relate to 99 Nights in the Forest at all, and I love that so much. Also, why is it good? This is really good. This song is so unnecessarily good. For the last, like, few months on Discord, this has been my status. In fact, me and my friends, we have an inside joke. We mention this song specifically, the "Yeah, I'm leaving this place behind" lines all the time. Because this video is just so funny to us. So many moments I can talk about with this, and I am going to talk about them. Because, oh my god, the amount of quality and uniqueness and goofiness and stupidness in this one video is insane. How does Horror Skunks do this? Winston, you are insane. How? There's just so much to this video that I cannot explain. Why? This is just amazing. It's so good for no reason. Okay, let's start back at the start. We get a shot of the Ram driving a car with a bunch of trophies in it. Then he picks up Winston on the side with his own rain pouring down on top of him, a broken umbrella, and also this huge beard. And also the lamb's finger just go. Why do I keep saying lamb? It's ram. The ram's fingers can just go outside of the billboard for some reason, and that he gives Winston a cut to get rid of that beard, and that he trains him using weights and push-ups, and Winston just can't do it because he's not F strong like him, I guess. Then we get to see this awful thing. The behind the scenes of this shot are so funny. Winston is so happy right now. And then we get the Tesla scene, which, yeah, the bird gives him a Tesla. Is that Elon Musk underneath that fursuit? What? Oh my god. There's a TikTok pot, which kind of breaks all laws of reality. It has the UI on the right, but the RAM goes outside of the space, but it's still behind the TikTok UI. So how was that possible? It's not just green screened in because it couldn't be. It would go over top the UI. Unless it's actually a full-length video and they ended in the UI in the end. Then after that we get to the wrestling arena where every single person like in the entire world is just CGI. But the few people that we do see right here are making the funniest expressions ever. This is another reaction image. I'm thinking too deep about the RAM, bro. I'm sorry, I really like this video like so much. I need to continue talking about it for the life of me. I need to. Okay, I've run out of things to talk about it. Just trust me. This is a good video. I promise. And now we're back to the boring run-of-the-mill horror skunks. I didn't feel like really talking about this video in too much detail. This one's about Winston kidnapping the deer's son, then the deer runs after it, and then Winston cooks it, and he transforms into Chef Winston from that one Pizza Tower video that I didn't mention all the years ago. And then the deer finds him, and then he kind of kills Winston, then they cook him, and they live happily ever after. Yeah, that's the video. That's all I'm saying about it, because I really don't feel like talking about this video. And that's the 99 Nights in the Forest section done. It's time to move on to the next section. What is the next section, actually? Let me check. Oh, the next section is just another miscellaneous section. It's probably going to be the last one. We're getting so close to the end, guys. We're almost there.
Every time you hear that number, it hums the tune.
Wait, what's the price? 1467? Clash Royale video. I just woke up and I'm deciding to voice this part of the video. I think Clash Royale was popular when this video came out. I don't remember. It's about the barbarian being like fat and ugly because nobody picks him anymore, or so I'm told. I've never played Clash Royale. I've never seen like any Clash Royale gameplay. And then he just breaks into Winston's house and tells him to play one more game and pick him as a character. And then Winston's like, hell no. And then the barbarian just follows him everywhere, like the supermarket, and we get this awesome line that I love to quote all the time.
I don't play that shitty game of yours anymore. I play Minecraft now.
Then after that, the barbarian tries going to Minecraft to see if that would be better, and we get Jack Black returning. And Jack Black's like, no, because you're too round. When Minecraft is squares. And so the barbarian just kind of gets really sad. Sits down on the couch in Winston's apartment because it's like, I have nothing left to me, no one wants to pick me. And then Winston, when Barbarian goes to leave, Winston, you can hear the startup sound, and he's like, okay, one more game of Clash Royale. Then we get this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Just one more game?
Yes.
Together?
Yes.
Why does he say yes in the exact same tone so many times? It's so funny.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
And then they play the game, I guess. Okay, guys, we have a picture of a door. Let's see what's behind the door. Oh, hell no. In 2025, we had 6-7. And Horror Skunks made not one, Not 2, but oh wait, it was 2. Technically free, but we'll get into that later. I don't even know where to start with this video. I guess the 6-7 kid breaks into a basketball court and then dunks the ball to get the score to be 6-7, and then someone asks, what the hell is a 6-7? And then the 6-7 kid goddamn kills him. The police get called, they break down the door, and then we get this really funny clip if you don't have the context. Goddamn taser him. I mean, I guess he did kill someone. His brother, this guy, Winston, tries to cheer him up by doing the 6-7, and then he turns into like a god, grows big, and then just kind of he just kind of farms there for a bit before eating Winston. That's the video. I feel like so many of these videos end with the character eating another character. Do you remember when I said there was technically 3? Well, yeah, this is the 3rd secret one. This is just this song, except it's not a song, and it's just like an actual video. Also, might I point out that this was a collab with Blox Boys, and having their stupid Roblox avatars here is so out of place. That's all I really have to say. It's just basically the same thing, except not a music video. I don't know if you've been able to tell, but recently I have gotten so tired of talking about these videos. This video has been going on for 2 whole months, working and editing on this video. I want to get this done. It's been so long, and I just want to get this video out already. It's not saying that I don't enjoy horror skunks, is that working on anything for 2 months just makes me so bored of it. Anyways, we're talking about the 6-7 kid. Don't you love 6-7? It's the funniest joke of all time. I love 6-7. 6-7 kid trying to be funny and not make the 6-7 joke, and then everyone's like, they don't like it, and then they're like, say 6-7, and he says 6-7, then he gets mad because that's the only thing he's known for, and then people make fun of him saying that it sucks, and then he goes home and his father, which is Winston, telling him that he should appreciate his success, and he's also really fat. Then he scrolls through like TikTok. It's all just 6-7 stuff, and then he starts reading comments, and then that makes him go insane, I guess, and turn into the monster kid 6-7, and then he kills his dad. This is the origin of the 6-7 kid, but I think it's more of an origin of the evil 6-7 kid. This video is about the great meme reset for horror skunks, I guess. Where it's more of just like a thank you for 2025, where he's going over some of the videos he made that year and their view count. That's really all this video is. I don't have to explain it like at all. I'll just put it on like 10 times speed. But I do want to point out this extremely cursed Knuckles. I get it's the great meme reset, but oh my god. The next video we're talking about isn't actually a horror skunks video. Near the start of this year, the YouTuber Chasington, which I've recently learned I think it's actually pronounced Chazington, and I've been saying it wrong for the last like 2 years, made a video about YouTube fan songs. Horror Skunks is included, but we're not going to go over this video specifically. We're going to talk about the ending part, which is Chazington's own song. And why I'm bringing this up is because Horror Skunks actually has his own part in the song, along with a bunch of other YouTubers. If you like Five Nights at Freddy's, you should definitely listen to it. I recommend. Horror Skunks plays the purple guy. This is like an example of Horror Skunks when he's not talking about Laboobos or 6-7 kid. You get some stuff like this. It might be hard to tell, but yes, that is Winston. Oh hey look, it's another video about something that I don't know. Like, I would have asked what is this, just like I did with the infected sky, but I was lucky enough to find a King Samalot reaction to the original videos about like a month after this. Until then, I thought this was actually 100% originally made by Horror Skunks, which is really funny because the original video has more views than this one. Watch the original video if you want to watch something cool. Not saying this isn't cool, but the original video does way more of this. Horror Skunks has to cram everything into like a 2-minute window for their videos. I don't even know what to say about this video. It's not even that it's a bad video, it's just that I can't think of anything to say. It's just, it doesn't even really feel like a Horror Skunks video. The only thing that makes me remember that it's a video is Normal Omelet Man over here. You guys remember Siren Head and Cartoon Cat from like the very start of the video? Guess what? They're back! And it's definitely not because Skunks wanted to bring them back. In fact, he doesn't want to use the old characters just because their trends have been phased out. The only reason that this video even exists is because, I guarantee you, it's because of the people in the comments. When Skunks asks, what do you want to see next? It's always something related to like the cartoon animals or Siren Head or one of the super old characters that Skunks doesn't use anymore. It's kind of funny. Winston just gave in and finally made this with Siren Head and Cartoon Cat and Choo Choo Charles. But come on, you can't act like Choo Choo Charles is one of them classic characters. He quite literally came out like 3 years ago, and you still use Choo Choo Charles in videos to this day. Great example is Deer's Not a Monster, which literally runs over Winston, and even Shin Sonic Liar. Anyways, there's not really much else to this video. They kind of just brought back the characters because the comments told you to. They corner Winston, they're about to kill him, and then...
I'm the devil.
This is 5D chess levels of wisdom right now. The devil is back. Oh my god. This is so unexpected. My raw reaction to this is crazy.
I'm the devil.
You don't expect the devil to come back, do you? Because he's only been in the Garten of Banban videos. You thought he was going to only be in the Garten of Banban videos as a Garten of Banban specific character, but no! He comes back! And apparently, he's not just in the minds of the Banban characters, but also in the minds of Winston. Does this mean that all humans and all creatures have a devil inside of their mind that only gets brought out in very specific situations? I've already told you how much I love the devil 2 times already. I don't need to go over it in excessive detail again. But the fact that he comes back was genuinely so unexpected. Oh my god. Wait, but Tree, you forgot to talk about going insane! I know. Okay, listen, very short mini section here. I'm not gonna cover Dark Pals in this video. This video was originally intended to have Dark Pals in it, but this video is an hour and a half long right now. If I had to include Dark Pals, it would probably go to 4 hours. Because, I mean, first of all, the game's not even out as of filming this. It's gonna be out in like 2 days. And it's not even gonna be the end of Dark Pals once the game comes out. Only 2 episodes of the actual series are out. I'm gonna wait until all of that is released, and then maybe I'll make a video on Dark Pals. But it's just... I just do not feel like including it in this. It's just such an unfinished state, and I already promised this video to be released in May. So once Dark Pals is fully out, I'll make an entire video on that, and I'll cover this video in it too. For now, yeah, that's just my explanation for not including Dark Pals or this video. So we're gonna go on to our last section of the video.
It's the butcher's fault.
Okay, now, hey, wait, I already noticed that because I've seen this cutscene like, I don't know, 6 or 7 times.
I was originally going to make a joke with this, and I printed out the thumbnail, but the printer printed it out like this, and this is honestly way funnier than whatever I would have done. Another year, another puppy playtime chapter, and another 14 videos Skunks will make about it, except for chapter 1 and 4, I guess, because I don't know, they suck. And this time, it's focused on the prototype, because literally who else would it be focused on? Come on, be so real. You play chapter 5 only for the prototype. That's the only thing people care about in this chapter. Winston enters this playtime factory, which doesn't look like a factory. He meets Huggy Wuggy, then he kills him by just throwing him against the wall with a grab pack. And then he reads Catnap, which kind of, like, gives him hallucinations, and then the prototype kills him. And then starts ore farming, then Winston starts running. Wow, I don't think the prototype is that big, man. That's really big. The prototype just keeps changing sizes throughout the entire video, and it's really funny. Chases him to the forest, and then he kind of like just ore farms on him before he stabs him through the chest. And then drops him into this liquid. I don't know what this is. I'm pretty sure it's in chapter 5, but I see BA finding out what it is. Who gaff? Prototype content. I didn't point this out in the last one, but the way that the mouth moves is very strange to me. The prototype in the game, their mouth does not move, it stays in a smile, and even though the mouth did open in the last one, that's fine, because it kind of looked cool. The mouth having like different expressions just looks weird, but I've gotten so used to it now that the mouth not moving in the actual game just looks weird. Anyways, this video is strange. This video is about the prototype being like abused by the doctor or something. He gets his legs taken away. Oh yeah, the doctor's in this from chapter 4. A chapter 4 character's in this that was never in any chapter 4 videos. For some reason, he's in this. Chapter 5 is just better. Is this the case? Also, we get baby prototype that looks really cursed, and Winston's the prototype's father, I guess. And the prototype is like sad because he thought he died, but he didn't actually die. Oh, I didn't actually die because of my son. Because of my love for you, I'd never die and leave you alone. But that's kind of not how death works. And then he kind of just dies. So he was dead actually. Then the prototype gets into his wheelchair. And then the prototype breaks. No, the doctor breaks into the room. And then the prototype says a cold line.
There you are.
You little rat!
And then starts driving the wheelchair across all the walls and stuff and destroying the doctor S. I have no idea what these things are called. They're all similar to the doctor, but I have no clue. And this is low-key aura. I know he said he was aura farming the last two ones, but this one is just straight up aura farming now.
This is how Puppy Playtime should have ended.
This line gave me chills, dude. Oh my god. This one is the Puppy Playtime Villains band. You heard that right. It's not the band this time because we already had two of those. This time it's the Villains band. And then that's why Giblet's here. It's someone that's supposed to be a good guy in the game. Honestly, I'm fine with him being here. He kind of sucks ass in the game. Nobody gives a shiz about this guy. For the entire video, they're kind of just like aura farming around Winston. And then at the end, they turn Winston into Rory, which I don't think is in the actual game. But I'm pretty sure is supposed to be the brother of Lily Lovebraids. I don't have anything else to say about this video. Okay guys, last video. It's Lily Lovebraids and Rory's sad origin story. From what I can gather, Lily is forcing Winston to drink the tea to turn him into Rory, the brother that is dead, I think. I don't know what Winston did exactly, but he keeps apologizing throughout the video, so I think he might have killed Rory. Man, even Winston calls out what such a stupid name Rory is.
There will be a door, and I will be looking at all the previous Rory bodies. What a shitty name, by the way. Rory, it's so hard to pronounce.
Basically, Lily's just trying to get Winston to drink the tea for the entire video, and then basically forces it down. And then we get this nightmare sequence, and we're greeted with Winston turning into Rory, and it looks like fucking this. No. I'm sorry, but no. I'm sorry, Winston. I know your whole idea is making cursed stuff, but no. Just no. This is too far. And that is the sad origin of Lily and Rory. Do you have any questions, class? And that concludes this stupidly long video on horror skunks. This video took over 2 months to fully complete, and while this started out with me having decent fun making this, you can tell near the end of the video I was just so done with this video and wanted to get through the remaining stuff quickly. But it was worth it going through this 2-month process because I know my friends will watch this. The entire reason I made this video was to convince my friends that think this is all brain rot slop that this channel is genuinely awesome. Horror Skunks makes videos on trends that are popular at the time, and you can tell if Horror Skunks actually likes it or not based on what the video is about. For example, pretty much every video about Italian brain rot is just a metaphor for how it sucks. Ratatung was about how Italian brain rot makes you stupider if you see it and is taking over the world. Ding Dong was about how you can accidentally stay up way later than you should if you try watch only a few videos before bed, since the brain rot hooks you into watching it. And even in the behind the scenes of the 6-7 song, the start of the video is Winston talking about how they're only making the video because of the audience, and actually mocks it, and having half of the video being the cast trying to make one single shot, and it's awesome. Listen, I didn't make this video to make you obsessed with horror skunks like I am. I made this video so you can see that horror skunks is not just made for babies. I don't expect you to start liking this as much as I do. I just want you to walk away from this video thinking, horror skunks is alright, I guess. Sure, the videos about 6, 7, and Laboo might make you dislike the channel, but I still want you to be able to look at a video and appreciate the animation, the music, the effort, and everything else. Most people don't understand. Horror Skunks takes characters that nobody cares about, such as the infected Sky, turns them into animations to hopefully get even more people to watch the original. These videos can even be educational and intend to tell the viewer about stuff humans do to kill animals, like in the Tralalero Tralala video and the end of the deer. Horror Skunks at the end of the day is just a silly channel making silly videos that don't exist to be a content farm slop, but exist to be an entertainment to the people that watch them, evident by how Winston almost never consumes any of the media for what he's basing the video on, which is why videos like Sugar Daddy are so funny, since they genuinely don't relate to the game at all, and it gives you insane videos like that. It's really annoying to me when I see people in the comments talking about some "we are beyond cooked" sub prey. The bills can't be this high, broken heart, wilted rose, and I would rather forcefully rip out my guts than voluntarily watch this slop again. The people that comment this clearly can't appreciate the amount of effort put into these videos, and it makes me sad. These behind the scenes videos are full of happy people working their hardest to make a quality upload for their audience, only for the video to get stupid comments like these. Okay, it's about time I actually wrap up this video. Thank you for watching this stupidly long and boring video. Whether you watched that entire video or just skipped to the end, thanks for even clicking on this video and watching this ending part. Thank you to all my friends that will surely be watching this video, I hope. Cross fingers emoji. And thank you, Winston. I doubt you're watching this video, but if you are, I want you to know these videos are awesome and I can't get enough of them. Please never stop what you do. It brings such a big smile to my face watching these absolutely insanity-inducing videos. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. This absolutely terrible video about horror skunks. What? Did you think there's gonna be something at the end, like a little secret? No, the video's done. Leave. You can leave now. The video's over. Bye.